So there's my, now whatever color you put down first, if I put blue down first and then put graphite on top of it, graphite's going to be a dominant color and it's really going to take over. So that's why I went with I wanted to have some more of the blue showing through, so that's why I'm putting the dominant color down first, because it does stick to the surface a little bit. This is going to be a wild color combo. Not approved, but it is approved by Andy. Hey, this is
We're not that meaning, we just don't want to turn out no longer boulders.
so there we go. That's
Bright
the
orange and purple boulders turning out here.
magic trough. Now, of course, a lot of times I can get quite a bit of this drizzled all over the floor before I have to resort to the magic trough.
Feel free to jump up there and get closer if you can't see the grid.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm on my spike shoes, and I'm going to just start moving it around, flowing it over the surface. And I'm trying not to smear it off the edge. I'm just keeping my coating going. Now, of course, after I smear the surface, I'm going back into it with a roller. It's going to create like a marbly effect. Just a little bit.
As Amy mentioned earlier, too, as always, boards are so much harder to do than a floor.
Yeah, real floor is a little bit easier.
He could have, by the time he finishes the board, he could have started the stage.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to move this off right here, and then I'm going to grab. Here's another little technique that I use sometimes, just to be cautious and not introduce roller fuzz into my epoxy. A lot of times I'll leave plastic roller cover right on there. When I push it on, it kind of locks itself down in there, because you will absorb, especially on a sample board, I'm going to absorb a whole lot of epoxy into my nap. So I'm just going to go in here, and what I'm doing now is I'm just rolling it around, smoothing out the epoxy, just to try to level it out a little bit for my magic troweling. But I always go random directions. I don't necessarily roll in straight lines, which I typically would on a
Some sort of modified tool.
Say that again? You want to buy this tool? We sell these roller covers. We have an upcharge to keep the roller plastic.
Covers cost about $2 more than normal ones.
But this is how I'm going to leave it for now. I mean, I'll probably go back and hit this in a little bit just to mess with it, but that's kind of a marbly tie-dyed effect going on right there, which I think I like.
Why he says he's going to come back and hit it is because what you leave is not, this is going to change for the next 2 hours. And again, it goes back to that once a contract, I think, and why you can't reproduce it is because even what you leave, how he spreads them colors out is going to make a difference on what comes through from the bottom. You know, so if you would dump it in puddles versus ribbons, you're going to see a difference. So by coming back, you can, by letting it settle a little bit, and coming back a few minutes later, which is tricky if you're not watching your time, he can get more of a look, more specific to what he wants.
Good picture.
Now, yeah, this neat cut right now, so nice. Lots of working time with it, as long as you get it on the floor. Don't leave it in the bucket for 10 minutes. That's always encouraging. So we're going to go with mocha and pearl right now around the clock. Who wants to pour this out? You don't want to drizzle around like contractors? There you go. Just like I did the first time. Drizzle that around. Keep it on the board. Little ribbons. Not like that! Look at him. He's an artist. Wait a minute. The pricing? Okay, I'm going to take our pearl metallic. A little bit of drizzle. Oh, we get a little glide. Now, initially on this prime board, we use our battleship gray with our mocha. What you really want to go for is more of a contrasting color here. Contrasting colors do really well as far as giving it a nice marbly look and effect.
And you get some of that white from the dress here. You can make a little streak just to top that roll.
Yeah, we could. You can go straight into rolling it. Why not? You can do whatever you want as long as it's not cheap. So, I mean, I've got my roller that's, again, I've got the plastic on this one, and I'm pushing it around, using the plastic kind of as my squeegee. But I'm using it to push it around. Get a little bit of marbling going on here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just a little bit of random rolling, just lightly across the surface. I like it. I'm going to just leave it for now. The white and then clear. So 50% clear, 50% white. You dumped it around. Wherever it was clear, I'm looking down the base through it. And then wherever it's pearl, that pearl mixing with the clear. So it's kind of like a more multi-dimensional 3D. More depth. There's all kinds of methods I can use. I'm going to go again. I'm going to use the dominant color as my first coat. The thing is, you just don't want to pour a big fat color in one area. You want to ribbon it around and make it look even. Especially, again, I like to measure off and have some kind of measuring spots on the wall, pieces of tape, little painter's tape on the wall, so I know exactly the mark that I need to hit. So, you know, this X amount of epoxy is going down 60, 70 square foot a gallon, so I know when I'm looking at the wall, I can pour it out right to that spot.
And that you calculate it when you pour it.
Right, like, I mean, I might measure the square footage of the room, I'm thinking, okay, you know, so many gallons are going to go in this so many square feet here, so it's going to equal out 60 to 70 square foot. Of course, I'm in spike shoes, I'm not walking around in the floor. Definitely don't want to get your feet in the epoxy. I've done it before. It's no fun. Sometimes that epoxy will stick right to your socks and you will glue your socks to the skin of your foot. That does hurt. I think I'm going to leave it like that. It looks kind of cool. Let's, I'm going to magic trowel it first. Now, of course, if I'm walking fast, I'm just floating this across the surface, but I'm just going to, since I'm so close to it, I'm just going to lightly, you see that little, that looks like the bend is in it. I should have done Pittsburgh Steelers color. There you go.
That's graphite turning, so we did last time.
On the side. I might just roll it, smooth it out just in that direction. I'm on a big job, I probably want to keep the roller cut. It depends on what the look you're going for, but I mean, the reason I got the roller so around right now is I don't want to soak up all my epoxy on this small board and make it disappear, so I might just kind of do. These roller lines, if I do have roller lines right now, this is so loose, they will all go away. They're not going to stick around. When you look back at that blue and graphite board, it's kind of glassified. I mean, it's all kind of smooth, slick. It will keep moving. But I'm just going to leave that just as it is right now. Anybody got any questions? You like it?
I like it.
Some guys do countertops, a lot of countertops. In Philadelphia, we did a ping pong table. That was fun. We were playing ping pong on it the next day.
So is this what you would do for like custom countertops, like you went over laminate or?
You definitely want to,
Like a